No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. It's gonna be scarier if it's not public. It's gonna be scarier if it's public. I mean, less scary if it's public. Because then people are gonna tell you what and all that. It's kinda getting annoying.
Ever to ruin my mother's work. Not even green hair. Dora, what are you doing? Let's go home. I'm not going anywhere with you, I said. Then my grandmother got involved in the conversation. She managed to convince me to go home with my mother. But I wish I hadn't. We stopped at the supermarket on the way, and as luck would have it, there was a Miss Dairy Queen pageant. The point of the contest was to take the prettiest picture with a carton of milk. The grand prize was money, as well as a spread in a local fashion magazine. Dora, would you like to participate? My mother asked me. No, I muttered back. Come on, you're so beautiful. After much persuasion, I finally agreed. My mother's words made me believe in myself and in my beauty. But as we approached the milk stand, one of the judges rushed over to my mom and offered to take a picture of her. No, I want my daughter to participate. The man looked at me strangely, and the smile disappeared from his face. He turned his gaze back to my mother and said that my mother was the most beautiful woman in the world. Well, she ended up taking the picture with the milk carton. Not me, obviously. My mom won the contest. She got the money and the recognition and admiration. And I felt like Neville Longbottom from the early parts of Harry Potter. Clumsy, ugly, and invisible. That's when I decided to put dye in my mother's shampoo, so she could walk around with green hair. And guess what? She got an offer to do a commercial as a beautiful mermaid. I told you, even green hair wouldn't ruin her. But then the worst thing happened. A new teacher came to our school and immediately fell in love with my mom when he saw her. I was burning with envy again. She could make anyone fall in love with her without any effort. Whereas I had been trying in vain for 2 years to get the attention of a guy. But I'm too ugly to fall in love with a new haircut, which suited her.
A ring at your door. Someone is... This video blocks muggles, wizards who haven't received a letter from Hogwarts. Attention, please, because Ron's Owl is on duty recently. You know, your letter might have been lost. Please contact me at once. I will rescind the letter to you. This video blocks muggles, wizards who haven't...
Oh, I know a lot of Metallica songs.
You want to do the Metallica song? You want to do? So I'm starting to get recognized in public more and more often, and every time I'm super excited. But the other day was so awkward. I'm at my job, I'm at work, and this family walks in, and there's this 16-year-old girl, and she looks at me and gives me the look. Do I know her from TikTok? She's like squinting at me. And I recognize the look, so I squint at her back. And then she actually was a follower of mine, so she knows the inside joke I have with my followers, which is if you ever see me in public, I don't want you to be like, hey, are you that guy from TikTok? No. You have to come up to me, tap me on the shoulder, we lock eyes, you bow, you say the secret word, and if you win a game of rock, paper, scissors, I'll give you something tiny that I keep in my wallet, like this frog. So she actually wins the game of rock, paper, scissors, which almost never happens. So I go to give her the tiny frog, and then her mom runs over and slaps the tiny frog from my hand. This middle-aged woman starts screaming in my face, like, how dare you give my daughter tiny things? She's yelling at the top of her lungs. All the customers are staring. My manager's like, what's going on? But then her daughter comes down and says, Mom, relax. It's dye bones. And the mom goes, oh. Rock, paper, scissors? So I'm starting to get recognized in public more and more often, and every time I'm super excited. But the other day it was so awkward. I'm at my job, I'm at work, and this family walks in, and there's a 16-year-old girl, and she looks at me and gives me the look, like, do I know her from TikTok? She's like squinting at me. And I recognize the look, so I squint at her back. And then she actually was a follower of mine, so she knows the inside joke I have with my followers, which is if you ever see me in public, I don't want you to be like, hey, are you that guy from TikTok? No. You have to come up, you tap me on the shoulder, we lock eyes, you bow, you say the secret word, and if you win a game of rock, paper, scissors, I'll give you something tiny that I keep in my wallet, like this frog. So she actually wins the game of rock, paper, scissors, which almost never happens. So I go to give her the tiny frog, and then her mom runs over and slaps the tiny frog from my hand. This middle-aged woman starts screaming in my face, like, how dare you give my daughter tiny things? She's yelling at the top of her lungs. All the customers are staring. My manager's like, what's going on? But then her daughter comes her down and says, Mom, relax. It's dye bones. And the mom goes, oh. Rock, paper, scissors? So I'm starting to get recognized in public more and more often, and every time I'm super excited. But the other day it was so awkward. I'm at my job, I'm at work.
ago. That is some 50-year-old man shit right there.
Okay, yeah, I'm out.
What had happened
This
was
game takes forever.
all of a
I don't know how to figure it
sudden
out.
extremely bloated over a very short period of time. And it was so extreme to the point where I thought I
And
was
guys, I'll make another video once I figure out how to do this.
I took a test and it was negative. And
'Cause
then
it's
my
pretty hard.
OBGYN became
So.
very concerned that I was showing